Hey, everybody, it's Greg again. It's another edition of Unbreakable, the podcast. It is Monday, March 16th, halfway through the month of March already, which means a quarter of the year gone already. What? Anyway, hey, we got a lot to talk about today. Talk about USA baseball, the Oscars, all kinds of crap, all kinds of crap. Hey, but I heard something on the news that I want to share with you. You know, Philadelphia is known for a lot of things. And Philadelphia is only 20 minutes away. And it's known for its history, of course. Liberty Bell, Independence Hall, uh, food. Oh, food. Cheesesteaks, hoagies, uh, soft pretzels, tasty cakes. And but I just heard a new title that Philadelphia has. Of course, we're the home of Eagles, Fly Eagles Fly, Phillies, but something new. There's something new in Philadelphia. Philadelphia was just crowned a new title. Guess what it is? Philadelphia is now the bedbug capital of America. I kid you not. How they determined that Philadelphia is the bed bug capital of America. I don't know how they did it. Did they count every little bed bug there? Oh, Philly's got one more. We beat New York. I don't know how they did it, but we have been proclaimed the bed bug leader. So, I think instead of looking at it like something awful or something like disgusting that Philadelphia is known for, I think maybe they should turn it around and make it a positive. Now, a lot of people will be coming to Philadelphia this summer for the 250th birthday and for all the celebrations, especially around July 4th. Well, they should just make a commercial and say, come to Philadelphia to celebrate the 250th anniversary. And don't let the bed bugs bite. I don't know. It's just something stupid. Um, but yeah, the shame of it all, huh? The shame. They should, everybody who comes to Philly this summer gets a free bubble wrap and free plastic to wrap around their bodies. And, it's, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, you know what? I didn't watch much of that Oscars last night. You know why? I don't know half of those people. What happened to Jack Nicholson? What happened to Dustin Hoffman? The people I used to grow up with? Paul Newman, Robert Redford, right? I know those guys are dead, but still, what happened to people? You know, half of these people I don't know. I don't know them. I tuned it in for a little bit, you know, and I watched Conan O'Brien, and a big part of his monologue. He was okay. He was okay. He wasn't great, but he was okay. To me, there's still the best Oscar host ever in my lifetime was Billy Crystal. And I still think he was the best. And he was on us as a tribute to Rob Reiner. And second was Johnny Carson. A lot of people don't realize Johnny Carson, the king of late night, who still listen. Johnny Carson hosted the Oscars for a long time, back in the 60s, 70s. Bob Hope used to host the Oscars for a long time, and Johnny took over. He did a hell of a job. Carson was something like that. He was a jack of all trades. But the one thing I did notice was, did you hear about this? All the best actor nominees, lead actor, actress, supporting actor. They all got swag bags. Did you hear? Swag bags. They've been doing it for a while. And it's this little, like a goodie bag, like something you get from the dentist. When you go to the dentist, they give you like a new toothbrush and floss and special toothpaste and all kinds of goodies. Well, this swag bag apparently has like good stuff in it, like gift certificates and trips around the world and all kinds of crap, And I'm thinking, they're giving the swag bag out to people who are millionaires already. I mean, look at like Leonardo DiCaprio, you know, uh, he must command like $20 million a picture, a picture. This is a guy who is like worth millions and millions. And then let's ask him, Alexa, how much is Leonardo DiCaprio worth?
Leonardo DiCaprio is worth an estimated 300 million US dollars. He makes around 25 million US dollars a year.
There you go. There you go, huh? The guy's worth $300 million. I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio. And they're giving him swag bags? Like, can he afford to like pay for his own trip around the world? Like gift certificates, maybe to Jimmy Choo or something. Instead of giving Leonardo DiCaprio and all these other people swag bags, give them to people who need them, like me. Me. Give me a swag bag. Send it in the mail. Ah, Jesus. Somehow I think we're all kind of screwed up in the world, I don't know. But I come on once, twice a week so that we forget all our trouble and all this stuff going on in the world. And we come on to share and laugh, spread a little hope, and just have a good time. So what else is going on? Oh, Wednesday. Wednesday's a big day for me, for Daddy. I'm going back to my old alma mater, Westchester University, the great Westchester University. I'm going back to visit with a class of fellow social workers, social workers to be, so to speak. And we're going to have a nice talk, and it's going to be a nice hour. So I'm supposed to be there with another lady. And I don't know who she is. She's also an alumni graduate. And they told us we only have like 10 to 15 minutes to talk. Really? I mean, you know me. If you've been following me, I've had podcasts that long. I mean, I can really talk. And they're only going to give me 15 minutes? Really? So I got to breeze through what I'm playing the set, Oh, it's nice to be here. Well, well, let's flash forward like 50 years. Anyway, but it is going to be a lot of fun to go back. And just, it's just to retrace your steps, so to speak, and like, it's just going to be an eye opener. So I'll have to tell you all about it, but at the end of the week. So I watched the Oscars a little bit because you know what? Nah. Like I said, I don't know anybody, but USA baseball and all that stuff. This World Baseball Classic I've really been getting into like no other. USA was playing the Dominican Republic, and they had, oh my God, a great team. They scored like 10 runs a game through this tournament. They just crushed everyone. So USA won 2-1. After all that, after the Dominican Republic went through this tournament, like stomping on people like Godzilla, USA Today, USA Baseball, beat them 2-1. Pitching is the name of the game, my friends. That's why I still have high hopes for my Phillies this year. Because look at these guys pitching in the tournament. Christopher Sanchez, the ace for the for the Dominicans. You had Ranger Suarez, who's a Venezuelan team is still on. You had Aranola, who's an Italian team is still on. And they're all in the tournament, and it's like, so pitching's the name of the game. That's why I think the Phillies are going to be okay this year, because they still, even though they lost Ranger to the freaking Boston Red Sox, I still think the Phillies have the pitching it takes to at least win National League East and hopefully go far in the playoffs. But I've said that for how many years now, and they've always let me down. Always let me down. But anyway, baseball being very, very good to me. And this World Baseball Classic, people are saying now, they really got me to, oh, let's have it every year. Nah, I think that would be a mistake. Because I think if you have it every year, you get used to it. It's not as special as it is. Right now, it's every 3 years, and I think that's about right. Because it really does cut into the spring training time. Look at Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper, they're still away from the Phillies. They got one more game to play. It's tomorrow night, the championship game, before they head back to Florida to catch up with the rest of the team before they come up north next week. So I think just having it once every 3 years is cool. But I can see there's a lot more enthusiasm. These players, even though they're rich millionaires, they're like really getting into it because they're representing their country, And you want to see that every day, but it's not possible. But I can see why people want to have the World Baseball Classic every year. I can see that because I really got into it too. So tonight, Venezuela plays Italy. This Italian team, I'll tell you what, they have come out of the blue. They are like the underdogs of underdogs. And if they win tonight, they get to the championship game. And they've already beaten the USA one time in this tournament. So you never know what can happen. But Venezuela is favored tonight. But we'll see what happens. But I've just really gotten into it this year. And next week, look at the regular season starts. The boys are up here next week already, and they're playing. First game of the season is a week from Thursday, 10 days from now. It's probably going to be like really cold out there, but hey, season's going to start. Phillies, Texas Rangers. I can't believe how time has flown by. And what else is going on? Oh, Eagles. Dallas Goedert is coming back for another year. And it was really kind of weird because he was a free agent. And yet he was making like 10 million last year from the Eagles. The Eagles signed him like 1 year for like 7 million. Now, why would he only sign for 1 year? And why would he take less money than what he was getting last year? Unless he really, really loves playing for the Eagles. Kind of thinking Dallas Goedert was out there and just didn't see the market. Nobody was like sort of biting for a tight end. So he probably figured, well, you know what? I'll go back to the Eagles, get my 7 million, get a chance for the Super Bowl, and I'm betting on myself again. He had a great year last year. I think 10 touchdowns. And hey, if I have another great year, I'll go back on the free agency market and I'll make this even better. So, yeah, but I'm glad they got that second because Goddard, I think, was a really underrated player and good weapon. So, but free agency continues. Next month is the draft already. We've got the schedule will be coming out in May. There's so much good stuff on the agenda. We're into it. We're almost into it. Basketball and hockey playoffs. The Kentucky Derby will be coming up. The Indy 500. Baseball season will be starting. And the NFL is always 24/7. It's 7 days a week. It's 365 days a year. And if Brooklyn, Anyway, so I think that's about all I have, you know? So I'll be back in touch. I'll be back at the end of the week. I'll let you know how I visit the Westchester Wet. And we'll talk more baseball. We'll have a lot more stuff to talk about by the end of the week, hopefully. So everybody take care. The Oscars, like I said, you know what? I didn't really watch any of the movies that were nominated. Eh, not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. You know, uh, one battle after another. Did see it. Heard it was really good. Uh, Michael B. Jordan won for Sinners. He played the role of twins. Uh, so that was good for him. Uh, I remember one of the first movies he was in, right, with Stallone, Sylvester Stallone. Rocky, what was it? Rocky 75? Rocky, I don't know. Son of Rocky, Creed, something. But yeah, you know what? They should do that. Now, I talk about Philly and the bedbug problem. They should get Sylvester Stallone to do a commercial for him. Hey, Philly. Hey, you want, hey, I heard you got bedbugs. Rocky will come in and clean it up for you. You know what I mean? Hey, Adrian. Yeah, well, they really should put a positive spin on that. I mean, that is really sad. Yeah, bedbugs, yeah. But you know what? They should put a positive spin on it, entice people to come here for the summer. Anyway, everybody have a great day. Peace and love. Hey, it's still windy as hell here. Not warm at all. It's a weird day, you know? It's like 67, but tomorrow it's going to be 40. I mean, that's the way it's been all around the country. Out in Green Bay, Wisconsin, they've got more snow than they ever had. They had like 17 inches of snow. And it's windy all the way across the country. It's like, I don't know. It's like there's all kinds of stuff happening here. Okay? Sometimes I think like God and the devil are having a battle over Earth. And Earth is like the battle, you know, and they fight there that. It's like an episode of the Twilight Zone or something, you know? Ah, well, anyway. So everybody have a great day. Peace and love. I'll talk to you at the end of the week, okay? And don't forget, if you're looking for a really good story to read or listen to, don't forget, consider my book, Stronger Than Mode. The audiobook is out now, so you can just sit back, relax, close your eyes, and listen to a good story. So check it out, please. And I'll talk to you later. Bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.